welcome back. So today I'll be talking about proactiveness. So yes, what is proactiveness? Being more active in your words, in your actions, and being less reactive comparatively. So if I talk about proactiveness as a word, or how can you imbibe it in your nature or in your personality, that depends upon person to person. It's completely an individual difference because each one of us has different experiences with different people and in a different setting or situation. So I cannot guarantee that each one of you would be able to learn the art or the skill of proactiveness, but if you'll be able to, then it will definitely help you and it will guide you on the right path in your life. So basically, if I'll talk about responsibility, and I'll bifurcate these two words: response plus ability is equal to responsibility. So when you have the ability to work upon your responses or to take the kind of action for your own responses and take the guarantee that yes, if I am behaving in a certain way with certain people or in a certain situation, so I completely am the way I am. So nobody can guide me or nobody can keep a track that I should be behaving in such a manner or I'll be doing this thing, that thing. So that's completely you. Your choices, your actions are completely yours. But when the person becomes something else and they start behaving in the opposite way of what they are not. For example, if you have an extrovert personality and you are trying to show your introvert side, which absolutely you are not, or if I'll go the other way around, so some way or the other you are lying to yourself from within. So that's completely not the way how you have to function. So if I talk about in terms of responsibility, as I just said, if you will be able to take the correct path and the choicest words and the choicest actions, so I think you will be able to manage most of the things. I'm not saying all, because as I believe life is very unpredictable. You don't know what is about to happen in another second. So you can only live in present, and I believe personally that if you live the present like in the most amazing way possible, that you have to choose for yourself, and you should know how can you do that. So you cannot work upon others, you can only work upon yourself. How can you manage your own actions, your own words? That will totally depend, and that will totally make your life a better one and not somebody else's. So before we get to know what is proactiveness or how can you be proactive, we need to understand how can you be less reactive and what is reactivity in terms. So if I'll take an example, there are two individuals. One of them is at fault. One of them tries to negotiate or is trying to make the other person understand that in this particular situation you are wrong or you are not able to understand what is happening. But it is like a kind of a human nature, we can say, that even if we know that we are at fault or this particular situation was not meant to be for us, but we still jumped into it and we behaved in a certain way, or we said something which wasn't required and which only and only fueled the argument or that situation. Then in that case, what happens? If the person is reactive enough, either he or she will ignore the situation or will ignore what is happening around and will act in a very strange manner where he or she will either disrespect the other person, become rude, or become kind of very defensive for his or her actions, and may not be accepting and is living in denial. So when we talk about this term reactivity or reactiveness, it is not every time that the person is shouting, yelling or jumping over his or her voice, but it can be the other way around. When the person becomes passive or when the person becomes assertive for no reason, and for mostly for wrong reasons maybe, that where it is not required to. Totally on the opposite side, if we'll see, then the other person who's trying to negotiate or who's trying to make the other person understand that where he or she is at fault is the person who's maintaining his or her calm, and it's not like he or she is not losing his cool. Like on the other hand, they are trying to forgive the other person, or even if they are not able to forgive, they are kind of taking the some kind of a solution out of it, and they want to come to some mutual agreement, or they want to calm down the situation, or they want to become an example where how an argument or any irrational topic, any irrational issue can be ended. So here I talked about like two individuals in the same situation, but how they both reacted at the same point of time. So now if you are watching this and you are listening to me, so you must have made your mind, and you must have taken any one side, that which one's better, the reactive side or the proactive side. So I'll not be judgmental, I'll leave it to you for your introspection, that what do you believe is the best way to handle the situation if you are in one. Okay, so now if I would like to extend upon this topic more, I'll take another example in terms of relationship. So I hope many of you can relate to this, that's why I'm taking this example. So there are two individuals, a boy and a girl. Both have been in a relationship for like almost 5 years now. Till now their 5-year journey has been pretty well. I'm not saying very much amazing or in a very negative sense. No, it's been pretty well. Sometimes they had an argument, like on the other days they were fine and they were cheerful and they were together. Like whatever they were doing, whatever activity or anything, they were with each other. And most of the times what used to happen was their friends or their social environment which was around them, their parents, their friends, they used to influence them. Like they can be an influencing factor for them, that are you happy in this relationship? Like they were being questioned every day. Yeah, every day they were being questioned that are you happy, are you satisfied in this relationship? And that used to strike them every time, that like what is it that people are questioning us on our relationship? Have we shown anything in our behavior which must have triggered them, and they think that we are not compatible for each other, or we should not take this journey further and we should stop it here itself? So many things were cooking up in their mind and they were very disturbed. They started having an argument each day. They started having fights. Most of the times they used to become violent. They used to hit each other with things. Then later on they used to become physical. They used to throw things at each other. They used to hit each other. Like the situation was getting worse each day. But then what happened? They kind of passed one more year like this only, that like they were together, they were not separated. But why they were not separated, if I'll say so, if I'll put my words here? Well, they weren't separated because at some point they felt, like they both felt mutually, that they were made for each other and they can take this journey further. And they should not listen to somebody else, like somebody else's perspective, because by the end of the day, those two people have to live with each other, and not the others who are around and who are standing, like who are acting as bystanders, watching them fight, watching them argue, and are not doing anything, like they have no role. But then what they did is they consulted a relationship counselor, and that was the time they were being questioned by the counselor as well, that why so long, or what took you so long to visit me, or any other relationship counselor for that matter. So that's what my motive was, to explain you through this example, that when you are not ready, or when you don't get that insight that you have to at some point face face the world, face each other, that are you on the correct path, or are you living your life to the fullest, or are you at content with yourself or with your partner in this situation. It can be any situation. So till the time you don't get the answer for that, you cannot move on. And be it a miracle or be it their fortune, whichever way you can put, they decided to visit the relationship counselor and finally talk about their relationship, because they wanted to mend things which were being broken at some point of time, maybe by their own actions or by others interference in their relationship. It can be anything. But they took the relationship therapy, they came out of it, and from being reactive they became a proactive couple, and now they are like happily ever after, as we say in fairy tales. But if I'll put my words correct, they are at content with each other, and whenever they have even a small argument, they now know how to deal with it and how to move on with it. So they are not stuck, they are not confused, and they are not
How to let go of negative thoughts and emotions. If you feel angry and upset with someone, before you say or do something you might regret later on, just take a deep breath and count slowly up to 10. That will give you the time to introspect. When you feel adversely about someone's behavior towards you, avoid jumping onto conclusions right away. If you are dealing with a difficult individual, try to put yourself in the challenging person's shoes. Sure, be empathetic. When someone's pressurizing you to make a decision and you are not sure about it, just take the time out and think upon it. Don't be nervous and anxious.
So yeah, that's all for today. I hope that you like this video, you like the content, and you must have got some ideas about yourself, that were you being reactive or proactive all this time. So like if you think that you were reactive and you want to change yourself to the proactive side and you want to incline towards being proactive, like it's never late. As I feel, it's never late at all. You can still learn the skill of being proactive, and I wish you all the very best. And start working upon yourself from today itself, and you will gradually see a positive side of yourself and a better side of yourself. So if you like this video, please do like it, comment below your experiences, or if you have any ideas, or if you have applied it on yourself or on others, that how can you be proactive, you can share that as well in the comment section. And also please do subscribe if you are new to the channel. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, stay hopeful, stay positive, and keep watching.